Holy shit, are you gonna love today's video. Why? Because I've got probably the best compilation of ride-alongs that you've ever seen in your entire life. Now, the reason you probably haven't seen these is because I typically do all my videos, my live streams, all of that stuff on my Facebook page. That's where I have the largest following, and that's where I put most of my attention at over the last 2.5 years. So if you're wondering how I did all these, and I've got this tiny little YouTube channel that's barely growing, that's why, because all of my attention was focused elsewhere. So these were kind of buried on the Facebook page. They got a crap ton of views. Everybody loved them, but I haven't been able to share them on the YouTube end and just let everybody check them out and see what they were all about. And they were freaking awesome. So what I'm doing today is I've got a compilation together of the top 4 best ride-alongs that I've done so far. Now, if you've got a badass Fox and I haven't done a ride-along with you, I'm coming for you. We're going to do that ride-along. But in the meantime, I've got 4. Okay, they range from a, I don't know, maybe 500-ish horsepower race car all the way up to a 2,000 horsepower LX. So what we're doing today is we're going back to a compilation of the best ride-alongs, top 4 best ride-alongs I've done so far. All right, so the way I'm going to line these up is kind of by horsepower rating, not necessarily by fun, just by horsepower rating, just because it makes sense. So the number 4, wait a minute, I just showed you number 1. The number 4 is my good friend Carlos Sobrino, NMRA Coyote Stock, won several championships, badass Coyote Stock race car. He's one of those guys that kind of got me leaning towards doing the Coyote Swap that started all this. But backstory behind this one is my booth at Mustang Week was inside the convention center, and Carlos was kind enough to drive his trailer, his car, all the way down from New Jersey to South Carolina to be in my booth at Mustang Week. So as we were breaking down my booth on Saturday, he had to drive the car out and take it out to the parking lot to his trailer. And I said, screw it, let's do a ride along, right? Check it out. Was that good for you too?
No, I hated it.
We had a few fans watching. All right, now I gotta get over the roll cage.
Oh, yeah, I'll help you out.
No. There we go. Your very first official ride in the Joker. Carlos.
Not the last, though.
Carlos,
next time you take these.
Oh God, no! I'll kill
Why not?
I'll probably kill it. I've never drove a G101.
Oh, it's fun.
G-Force.
It's fun.
Heck yeah! All right, so, and bear with me because these were all recorded live to my Facebook page, so I apologize for the quality a little bit. They're just like, they're not 100%, and the audio is a little bad, but you still kind of get the effect of it. But anyway. Number 3 is my good friend Scott Hartrick's 88 GT. In the form it was in, it was like 700 horsepower. It's capable of way more, but at the time it was about 700 horsepower. The only thing that kind of sucked about this ride along is it was raining just a tiny bit. We were on drag radials, and the streets were a little slick, so we got to play a little bit. But Scott's car is a Dart 333, big turbo, T56 Magnum 6-speed, IRS suspension, all that. I kind of talk about that in the video. Super sick car, probably one of the top 5 baddest Fox bodies in the country. So check it out.
What's up? So I promised you we would do some cool live stuff, and here we are. If you can't hear me, it's because the cutouts are open. And but hold on, I'm gonna turn around and let you see it. Yeah, let's roll. Cutout is open. We out. Scott, what'd the car make on the dyno?
700 on 93 pump gas.
So on pump gas, the car makes over 700 rear wheel horsepower, and got the PLX gauges. Up in the Myrtle. Cutout is open.
A little bit.
A little bit. Cutout is partially open. She's a beast. Maybe we can convince Scott to give us one more pop. Like I said, streets are really wet. We're on drag radials, 700 horsepower car, cops everywhere. So I know everybody wants to see some craziness, but definitely not the smartest thing to do. We got a request for a rev. Yeah, like I said, guys, everything's wet. Here we go. Yeah, she's plenty nasty.
All right, so moving on. This video was also at Mustang Week, and Nick Mayer's Cobra. It's a 93 Cobra, true Cobra, black on black, coyote-swap, turbocharged, built by Midwest Fox Rods, my good friend John Wise at Midwest Fox Rods. And fresh build. This was the first time the car was out, and we were doing a photo shoot with several other people, shooting that car, shooting Tom Clark's of Sinus Built, and we shot Scott's car, and of course my good friend Manir Karim was there, and then of course Harris Lou, my good buddy, he was shooting all the cars, those photography skills. But anyway, while we were doing the photo shoot, we kind of decided, okay, it's time for a ride along. And again, we were on city streets, so it was kind of difficult, and you know, we didn't want to violate any laws or plow into any crowds or anything like that. At this time, the car wasn't fully tuned. I believe he said it was making around 800 at the time. It was on low boost, but definitely fun. So check this one out.
All right, guys. So this is the deal. I'm going to do a little ride along real quick. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let you know what we're fixing to ride in. Yep. Nick's Cobra. Here's the painter right here. John killed it on this paint job. That's what's up. Let's get in the car. Seatbelts on for safety. Boost leash, Dakota gauges. Scott's car's over there getting shot. 40,000 mile car, Nick?
Yeah, man. Got it missing a motor and trans. So I thought nothing but coyote-swap for the best 93.
This thing gets evil really quick.
by the time it gets through the intercooler, we're probably 6 to 7 right now. And with the boost leash, once we get home, we'll just start, you can see the boost leash jumping. We'll start, see what kind of power she'll really make.
I'm trying to hold the camera steady, but this thing pulls like a red tape. Oh, God. I didn't think we didn't even get up to like 3,500 RPM, did we?
No, we were 4 grand.
This thing pulls like nothing else. God. See if I can hold this steady.
Hold it steady, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold it steady.
All right, let's go. Yeah, this thing is absolutely a terror. Oh my God.
All right, so this brings us to numero uno. If there's any possible way you could top what we've already done, it would have to be Mark Schlitzka's notch, the red notch, the infamous, just completely over the top. The underside of the car is as slick as the top side. It really is that good. It is rocking it's a dart-based 9.5 deck, 460 cubic inch stroker. It's freaking insane. Also a custom fab twin turbo kit with not one but two 67 millimeter precisions. This thing is an absolute freaking animal. Now, it was a fresh build, and we had a little bit of technical difficulties on the ride along, as you'll see, which kind of cut the whole thing short. But the car was on 5 psi at the time. I have no idea what it's making. It's over 2,000 horsepower capable when it's turned up. But Mark's car was in my booth at Foxtoberfest, and we all got there kind of early, and before things started getting cranked up, stuff like that. We said, screw it, let's do a ride along. So we did it, and my God, the power. I've been in a ton of fast cars, a lot of fast cars. I've seen that in this video. This car, the way the twins spooled up, it was just like freaking instant. It was a turbo 400 automatic, even not completely tuned. He doesn't have the tune all the way dialed in at this point, but the power on this thing is insane. Did I just say insane? Oh God, I'm sorry. I'll have to bleep that out. Wow. So if you want to see more of this car, there is a feature of it on my website, and so you can go read more about this. And it is one insane car. I'm looking forward to him being in my booth this year at Mustang Week 2018, having the car dialed in so we can kind of redo that ride along, because I really want him to be able to stretch that thing out, because it's insane. Anyway, check it out.
Mark's notch is here, and he wants to do a little ride along. So I said, all right, let's do it. No worries. At least it didn't stick, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Boost comes on almost instantly, and it's all over at that point. We're gonna do some minor repairs.
It needs to hold the hood.
Need me to hold the hood?
Yeah, it popped off.
I got you.
The clip's in there. It's got a C-clip on it. Oh, where is it? Please be in the end there. Let's see. Come on, bud.
Man.
Pretty enough for you?
Yeah, it's
Oh, she's
Did you
down
find
there.
it? Did you find it? Sweet.
So there you have it. That is the top 4 so far, most wicked and insane fox bodies that I've rode in to date. Now, as the season gets cranked up for 2018, you can bet I'm going to be bringing you more. I've got a ton of events I'm going to be attending this year, and I plan to do a ton more of these. And again, all of this content I'm going to be bringing over to the YouTube side, so that everybody can enjoy it, and the content will always be there. Facebook has a way of like randomly deleting content, which really pisses me off, and that's a lot of the reason that I've kind of migrated over to YouTube. It's been a frustrating thing to do because I built, a following of 130,000 fans over there, but the way Facebook is, the way they just randomly just delete stuff, and people want to go back and look at content that I've done for them and it's not there anymore. That's a lot of the reason that I've kind of made this switch, and so far it's working out really good. It's been tough trying to grow the channel. I've got 50,000 fans on Instagram and I've got 130 on Facebook, but somehow it still hasn't translated over to YouTube. So I'm working on that, trying to grow the channel. Any help you can give me would be really fantastic. But in the meantime, I hope you loved today's video. I'm doing 5 videos a week, so 5 days a week I'll be here with you. If there's anything you want to see, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, I respond to all comments. Please shoot me a big thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.